Good evening. Welcome to the Collect G Cells Homestead. This is Ozarks Living, shared online. It's been a day. I started off with flooding. Wasn't sure how that was going to work out. Came home after the day job and then also after helping my friend Rachel put in her personal garden. And I had to completely muck out the goat stalls because they were totally flooded. But the chicken coop actually, the inside part of the chicken coop, actually fared pretty well. So thank goodness I'm not going to have to completely empty that one out. I was afraid I was going to be all night outside shoveling and mucking, and I'm so relieved that's not the case. And our birds stayed dry. So that is a huge relief. Let's see. The new kid goats are doing fantastic. We are letting them be dame raised, so they're growing up on their mom. But because she had such a hard time and they had such a hard time, we are also augmenting with bottle feeding a couple of times a day, and making sure to strip down her bag because she was having a little bit of an issue with mastitis. And at the very least, tenderness in her breasts and engorgement. So anyway, goats are doing great. The baby chicks, the room that they were in flooded. A lamp shorted out, but they are fine. They're actually in a used brooder that I got from my dad that he used on his farm out in Oklahoma. And it just needed a little bit of work, and we'll still have to build a frame to go over the top of it so as the chicks get bigger they can't jump out too easily. But it actually fared the weather very, very well because it's up on legs. Yay. Let's see. The water hose. It's a good thing that it was attached and that we put in a heavy duty faucet, because the 60 to 80 feet of water hose that we had was still attached to the faucet, but the rest of it was completely washed all the way down the hillside. Oh, and this giant log. We didn't want the goat to push the gate open because we're still working on the fencing. And we put a ginormous chunk of a honey locust that is probably 2.5 foot long and as big around as me in front of it, and it had washed 10, 12 feet away. It definitely wasn't holding the door closed anymore. So definitely, in my opinion, we need to revisit the lay of the fencing in the back. I had talked to my husband about repositioning some of the fencing because I thought it was going to be an issue with flooding, and turns out it definitely is. So we're going to have to take another look at that, especially with all the spring rains coming. But either way, everybody is safe and sound. We had some work to do, but nobody washed away. And overall, we were blessed, and I'm just thankful that everybody's okay and we're not working all night to make sure that everybody's safe. So that's great. That being the case, I was feeling pretty good about helping my girlfriend get her garden in, and we have been working on the uppotting. So I figured I would stop, take a few minutes, give you guys an update. Not showing you the goats yet because we're working on a birthing video, and it should be out soon. As soon as that has been published, then we'll start sharing updates on other things. But in the meantime, we just wanted to say hi and encourage everyone, even if they got hit with the weather or are having trouble, just don't give up. You know, even if you're starting from scratch in the garden, or you have to buy starts from a friend or from the hardware store, no matter what your situation is, it's just now almost May and the beginning of May. So take heart. Don't get discouraged. Even when the weather's crazy and unexpected and things happen, just stick with it. And remember that we're in this together, and that there's always people that you can reach out to for help or for questions or just, a listening ear. There's one thing that I've discovered about the homesteading community. It's that we reach out to one another, we encourage each other, we support each other, and as we have our challenges, we celebrate our victories and our challenges and our failures together, because we all learn from one another and those challenges and those victories and those failures. So remember, this is just a season. The rain comes and goes, the wind comes and goes, destruction happens, and we just have to keep picking it up and going back again. So on that note, it's been a very long day. I have quite a bit of work left to do, and you don't want to listen to me ramble all night. So we thank you all for your encouragement and your support. The folks that helped out with the fundraiser on the goats, or that are helping out with that, we appreciate it so much, and we can't wait to give you some updates on that. We are doing an informal plant sale here on the property for any friends or family that want to come up this weekend while we're working on chores and buy some of the plants that we have available. We'll probably be working on fence this weekend. We'll definitely be uppotting some more plants, working on hardening things off. So we just want to tell everyone out there that we hope that you're safe, you stay safe. Wish you all the blessings in the world, and thank you for your encouragement and support. Good night.